O Lord, how long will you forget me? Forever? How long will you look the other way? How long must I struggle with anguish in my soul, with sorrow in my heart every day? How long will my enemies have the upper hand? Turn and answer me, O Lord my God. Restore the sparkle in my eye, or I will die. Don't let my enemies gloat, saying, We have defeated him. Don't let them rejoice at my downfall. But I trust in your unfailing love, and I will rejoice because you have rescued me. I will sing to the Lord because he is good to me. Again, he cries out to God in desperate need, but ends up rejoicing in who God is, knowing that God will meet his need. Okay, 14. Only fools say in their heart, There is no God. They are corrupt, and their actions are evil. Not one of them does good. The Lord looks down from heaven on the entire human race, and he looks to see if anyone is truly wise, if anyone seeks God. But no, all have turned away, all have become corrupt. No one does good, not a single one. Will those who do evil never learn? They eat up my people like bread and won't think of praying to the Lord. Terror will grip them, for God is with those who obey him. The wicked frustrate the plans of the oppressed, but the Lord will protect his people. Who will come from the Mount Zion to rescue Israel? When the Lord restores his people, Jacob will shout with joy, and Israel will rejoice. Says David was faithful to God and trusted wholeheartedly in him, and he felt the pressure of his problems as much as anyone. Instead of giving up or giving in, however, David held to his faith. In times of despair, it is much harder to hold than it is to give up. But if you give up on God, you give into the life of despair. And in chapter 14 it says, the true atheist is neither foolish or wicked. Foolish because he ignores the evidence that God exists, or wicked because he refuses to live by God's truth. We become atheists in practice when we rely more on ourselves than on God. The fool mentioned here are aggressively perverse in their actions. To speak in direct defiance to God is utterly foolish according to the Bible. No one but God is perfect. All of us stand guilty before him. You know, it's sad because I think American Idol is a very fitting title for who America has become. And in it, many, many, many people have become their own gods and feel completely vindicated, justified, and competent in doing so. But to feel that way is to be deceived. And I think it comes from being in the age of information where, we can just click Google for anything we want. And not only that, we have a multi-generations of people now who live through an avatar. They live on social media. So much of their life is not true face-to-face relationship. So they have a false sense of security because their communication is virtual. And God created us for relationship. So I think chapter 14 is one of those wake-up calls. All fools say in their heart there is no God. A lot of America has become atheist. We need to pray for our nation.